Welcome back to Pubcast, the pod where mates get together for a chat over a couple of beers to discuss everything from the latest annoyances in life to solving world peace.
Might be a bit of an arse feel, but we can most certainly try our best.
We'll try, mate.
We're looking to create a fun and informative pod with the hope of making you feel as if you've just walked into the pub and joined us for a chat. Whether that be for a moan about your crappy day, Phil's rants, or when I just need to emotionally offload.
Are we going to do that every day?
Pack it in, mate.
At times it will just be us. I'm Phil.
I'm Mark.
But from time to time we'll be joined by friends, fellow regulars and sometimes even strangers for interesting and illuminating conversations, some of which might be useful.
To someone we owe.
We hope. So let's order up some drinks and get on with this week's episode. Whose round is it, mate?
Definitely yours, Phil.
A quick word of caution. This podcast may contain strong language and topics that some people may find upsetting or offensive, and may not be suitable for young people. Please remember the management reserve the right to refuse entry.
Okay, mate, so this is it, the first episode.
I know, man.
We've done the teaser, and obviously that's taken the world by storm.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been a big sort of breakout in the podcast world, yeah.
How many people had listened to it the last time you checked?
Listen to the teaser?
Yeah.
Not Scooby-Doo's, mate.
None. I listened to it.
Oh, you know what? I did share it with Laura, who has her own podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So I shared it with her.
Okay.
Besides that, I'll probably share it again this evening with another friend of mine, but now that we've done a bit more on it. So.
Okay, so world domination, not quite ours yet.
No, but you know what? They haven't seen our best side.
They have not seen our best side yet.
No.
Or any sides.
Facebook last week saw a little bit of my sides because I just was really vain.
Yeah, you posting photographs of where you think your abs are.
It's not where I think my abs are. I know where my abs are. They hurt enough.
It doesn't mean they're visible, though.
It does with Photoshop.
Well, yeah, you can go with that. So, what are we doing on this first episode, mate?
Well, I think the idea on this one is to probably let our listeners know, all 10 of them, a little bit more about ourselves. They probably know us already, but...
the only people that are even aware that this podcast exists are the people that we already know.
Yeah, pretty much. But
so let's pretend that there's other people that listen to this that don't know us.
Cool. Yeah.
And
I mean, that is the idea, right?
That is the idea. People that want to while away their time listening to us
rant. Well, not necessarily rant.
Waffle.
But waffle on.
Talk nonsense.
Yeah.
Chat.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
And put the worlds to right at some point. But to start with, they need to get to know.
Getting to know you. That one. Yeah.
How does that go?
Oh, I'm not going to sing on this. Not a chance.
Not doing that.
Not getting that on recording. Not a chance.
Right. So, I said to you earlier, I joked about getting some questions.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my friend, the internet, and...
You have a larger friend than me.
I do, yes.
Wow.
He's a very, very big person. He's not a person. He's a chip. Or several chips. What is he?
Lots of zeros and ones?
Yeah.
That one?
Are you old enough to remember when it was...
Dial-up, yeah, of course that was.
No, not dial-up. It used... What did they call it when it first started? The super highway, something like that?
I have no idea what you're on about.
There was something like that. That's what it... It was something to do with highway. They had a different name for it, and... It was the World Wide Web, and then it was the Information Superhighway. That was it.
The only thing that I do know about the internet, and I could be completely wrong here, I remember reading this in a textbook at school. It was the internet was created in some sort of town or village in, I think it was the States or something like that, and it was there for a nuclear fallout thing. Like they had a nuclear power plant, so it was like sort of created as a like a warning system. So every sort of home would have like an alarm bell in it or something like that, and it apparently used very primitive technology of the internet.
I might be completely wrong. That is completely wrong. Okay. So,
Hopefully, I don't get that question when I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
So, the internet itself, i.e., the bits of wire and computers connected to each other on cables,
Yeah.
that was created by, I think it was DARPA, but it was definitely the American military Secret Servicey type people.
Sure.
They created it.
Is that their official name?
DARPA,
No, military.
Secret Servicey people.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, them
So we have MI6
and 5.
and 5. They've got that.
Yeah,
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. That makes sense.
and then the World Wide Web, the bit that does pages and all that sort of nonsense.
Yeah.
That was Tim Berners-Lee, who's British, of course.
He was at our Olympic Games, of course.
Was he?
He was at the opening
yes, he was.
2012.
He was,
when
he
they
was.
did all the, hey, look at how great we are, and then yes, we knew how that ended up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to be great.
Good at stealing stuff. Really good at that. Yeah.
Countries.
Yeah. Assets,
Have you seen-
gold, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
I was just
Great
about to
at
say, have you seen that sketch by that comedian? And now I can't remember that
that.
comedian's
James
name.
Acaster.
James
about the
Acaster.
British Museum.
Yeah.
It's just great. Yeah, that's a good one.
Do you want to come and have a look at your stuff?
Yeah, and we'll charge you for it.
And we'll charge you for it, yeah.
But don't steal from the gift shop.
No. Right, okay, so
So questions, right?
questions, yeah.
Okay.
Now, so where did we... yes, I was talking to my friend the internet,
Yeah.
and...
This is how quickly we will get sidetracked.
Yes.
Like, we literally had a topic and just went off on one.
Yes, because I have a very small brain.
Not the smallest mine.
I don't know. And I asked the internet, I typed in something like random questions or something.
Sure.
And obviously it was Google, and obviously Google runs my life, so Google knew exactly what I meant before I did, and it came up with random questions to ask a friend,
Okay.
which is us. You.
Me?
You. So,
You. Okay.
I thought, why don't we do that?
Okay.
So,
What's the idea here?
well, the idea is the internet came up with a big long list of different questions, numbered 1 to something large, 200 and something or other.
I'm scrolling down this list.
Okay. And it's all
257.
257. Why 257?
Why not 258? Why not 1,000, mate? I
Why
mean,
not-
who knows?
But 250, a nice round number. I mean, who does 257?
Google ran out of choices, mate. It's AI.
Okay. It
Doesn't know.
wasn't actually Google, it was another person's
Yes,
page.
I know,
We should
I
probably
know.
credit them with it. What,
Oh,
hold
yeah.
on, hold on, I've got an address here.
Do you actually know this?
www.scienceofpeople. Thank you very much to those people. Well, I say thank you. We haven't done it yet. I might. I might be.
This could go really wrong.
I
Yeah.
might be writing them a strongly worded letter.
Yeah.
So
Your questions are awful.
you ruined our podcast.
We've actually failed before we've actually begun this. Yeah.
Anyway, so they're broken up into groups, and what I thought might be fun, obviously fun in inverted commas, to try and get these other people that don't, the pod listeners that aren't our friends, of which there aren't any at the moment, of course, but
You know what? Even pod listeners that are our friend, they might learn something about us. Who knows?
right. So there's 10 groups, and within each group there's a bunch of questions, and they're all numbered. And what I thought was we could go pick a number between whatever and whatever, and ask that question and see what the response is. You are, of course, allowed to go, I don't really have an answer to that, or I choose not to answer it. But If you say that to every question, then we don't
quite willing
really
to
have a
answer
podcast.
most things by myself. So
Okay.
I'm quite honest being. I believe you are too. So
fine. So are we going to do all you first and then all me, or all me and then all you, or each other?
I think, you know what, let's have a question and then I think let's both answer it, because then at least then the pod listeners can actually understand our differences, but also how familiar we can be as well, because there are some things that we massively agree on, some things that we disagree on. but they'll also understand sort of why we like each other. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going.
Okay.
Pick a number between 1 and 37.
1 and 37. Okay, I'm going to go for 30.
Okay, your first question. Why did you pick number 30? That's not the question.
That's not the question.
If you could have any animal as a pet, what would you choose?
Any animal as a pet. You know what? When I was a kid, I really wanted. Obviously, I'm.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, yeah, go on.
Zoe is mouthing and miming a goat.
Well, you know what? I've got a few things here. So, as a kid, what I really wanted, I wanted to have a spider monkey, and that was because of the TV show Friends. So Ross had a spider monkey on there, so I was fascinated by that.
What sort of age kid?
Well, I've been maybe like 8 to 10. So I'm almost 36. I'm 36 in literally about 2 weeks. So yeah, it's around that sort of time. But now I'm older, Zoe is right. She does know the answer to this. Goats. I really want goats.
Oh, I assumed that Zoe was saying that would be her answer. I didn't.
No, I think actually before Zoe and I have connected about this, I think it's when I was discussing about like my ideal life was to have a smallhold farm, and I wanted to have like goats.
You and Zoe bonded over goats.
Yeah, man.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Imaginary goats, obviously.
We should explain that Zoe is actually a bar lady, waitress, supervisor. At one of the pubs that we drink at. And our first pod we've decided to record here.
And a friend.
And a friend as well, yeah.
And
of
a
course.
friend.
Yeah, of
Not
course.
not one of the friends we're listing in as existing pod
correct,
listeners.
Yeah. So for you, go on.
Oh, am I answering the same question? Okay, right. So, what was it? If you could have any animal as a pet, what would you choose? Right. So, if the question was, "What's my favourite animal?"
Well, that's not the question, is it? RTFQ. Read the question.
But that is the question I'm answering, and then I'm going to answer the other one. Am I not allowed to chat around this? Have
Well,
I got to
we
be
had
so
rules,
constricted?
but, if you're
Why
going
do
to
you
break them,
always tell me what to do?
because you had no structure in your life before.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's good. Anyway, right. So, when I was at primary school, I was in otter class.
Oh,
So
this is
I really
like,
liked
this is quite
otters.
sweet. Do you know that they hold hands when they sleep?
do,
So
they're
they don't
lovely,
drift,
they're
drift
really-
apart. They are really sweet,
They're
actually.
really cute. They're
Yeah.
really cute until they bite you, and that really hurts. I
Have you
guess.
been bitten by an otter?
No, but they've got big teeth, haven't they? Really pointy, sharp teeth.
God, I just thought we were about to like delve into like some childhood trauma.
No.
There you go. I loved them, but then one bit me.
No,
No, okay.
no, it was an Alsatian that bit me.
Oh, okay.
Not a fan of him.
No?
Other Alsatians, because I'm not bigoted, I'm not prejudiced. I don't just go, oh, one Alsatian bit me, so all Alsatians are bad. Just that one. Didn't like him. He's a dick. Anyway, right. So once
How long ago was this?
Oh, I don't know, mate. I was about 10.
Oh, he's dead. It's fine.
Yeah. See, now you've made the empath in me go like poor Alsatian. But whatever, let's move away. So, was otters. Then it moved to elephants. I was well into elephants.
They are beautiful creatures, man. Yeah, I get that.
And then it moved away from elephants. I mean, it's the cleverness of them and the way they live in groups. And there's and then it was orangutans. I'm a massive fan of an orangutan.
They are incredible, man.
However,
I love this. Yeah.
However, the question says.
I'm learning stuff about you, man. This is good.
Yeah. The question says, if you could have any animal as a pet, what would you choose? Well, I'm not going to have a pet elephant.
No, I think that'd be cool as well. So
And a pet orangutan is all sorts of moral minefield.
yeah,
So we're not going with that. So, I mean, I don't really know what else I can say about my dog.
oh, she's a beautiful dog.
I love my dog.
She is a beautiful. How old is Cat now?
Cat is 7. Yeah, by the way, Podworld, my dog is called Cat.
Oh yeah. A dog called Cat.
Mrs. Cat Dog.
Yeah. That isn't your fault. You didn't name her.
No, I got
She
her.
is a rescue doggy.
I got her second hand.
Yeah.
And her name was Catriona, which is bloody nonsense.
It is really
it
bad.
just makes her sound like a Russian mafia's missus or something. So
Oh, now you say it like that, I'm quite a fan.
no. So anyway, she's Mrs. Cat Dog, and if I would say if I could choose any animal to have as a pet, what would you choose? It would be a cat dog.
You're gonna pick your dog, which now makes me feel awful because I didn't pick mine.
Now you've just reminded me of when I went to a zoo last, and I did kind of like a marmoset. But again, you can't keep monkeys.
Yeah.
And I did kind of fall
Well,
in
now
love.
that you say marmoset monkey, that might have been what Ross had in Friends. Maybe not a spider monkey. Whatever.
Don't know.
Hey, if you want to complain, then you can email me at idon'tgiveaflying.com. So, yeah.
And when I was at that zoo, I did kind of fall in love with a llama called Henry.
Fall in love.
Not love. I mean,
Okay. I mean, if you want to talk about this, then we can, but
he was very...
maybe we'll just put a marker on
He
there.
was really nice, mate.
So,
He was a good llama.
Okay, that's good. Okay, now, out of the same first category there,
Oh, are we going... Bloody hell, this is going to take a while.
do I now ask you to pick a number, or do we move on to the next one and see what comes up next?
Your choice, man.
I think let's go for the first 1 to 37 again.
Okay.
But you pick a number.
Okay. I will pick... What was it?
1 to 37?
I'll pick 36, because that's how old you are.
Oh, now this is
hold
actually...
on. Are you 36 or going to be?
I'm going to be 36.
So I'll have 35.
So when you're in a bad mood, is there something or someone that can instantly make it better? Who or what? I know it's not me.
Can I have question 36, please?
I think 36 was better suited.
Beer and the pub.
Yeah, that is a good answer, to be honest.
But it's not the obvious, oh, I'm having a crap day, I'm going to get pissed out of my head. And
We're not talking about getting pissed, we're just
No.
going for a beer.
because that's
Because that's what we always do, is just go for one.
yeah. But that's what we use the pub for, because the pub is community,
Yeah.
and there's always someone having a worse day than you, and I'm kind of like that because I'm such a superhero,
Yeah.
Someone else
You and your
talking
Spider-Man... No, not Superman pants. Yeah.
Superman pants.
Yeah.
Stop talking about spiders. Get the bloody spiders out your head. So, but
I'm sorry.
You know that way that even when you're
I've
having...
run out of beer, so I need to try and get
Do you know what?
Kate's attention.
Yeah, no, you carry on, because I've got something to say here, because it's just occurred to me, because I was just about to say, those times where you're having a bit of a rubbish day, but you go and speak to someone,
Are you
or
joking? You're waving at me. Are you waving at me?
Oh, I'm getting told off.
you are, and that's going on the pod.
That's so going to go on the pod.
I was going to say, those times where you go to the pub and you're feeling a bit crap, and then you start talking to someone, and someone starts talking to you about their day or their problem, and it makes you think, or it takes your mind off your thing. But then I realised I'm talking to an utter fucking narcissist, and you don't.
Oh, sorry, what?
Yeah.
How are you putting me in that
I'm
shoebox?
only joking.
I know, but
I'm
my
only
God,
joking.
man.
You're just the son of a narcissist. Right.
Yeah, well, that's right, yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's fine.
So does that? What number is 35?
35, yeah.
And it used to be my stepkids.
Yeah, right.
Because you see a little kid's face and they go, "Oh, I'm
It's
so
joyous,
happy
man,
to see
isn't
you."
it? Yeah, it's joyous.
Even when you're going, "Oh, this is a rubbish day."
Yeah.
It's little moment
The
of
thing
joy.
is, though, is like, with that, when, like for me, it's when Maisie, runs up to me at the pub
Yep.
or something like that. It doesn't matter what mood you're in, like, you have to you don't have to instantly change. You want to instantly change to make sure that kid has the best experience ever, and that's it.
So there you go. So that's the thing, because you're not such an arsehole that you're going to ruin their day.
Ruin their day, yeah.
I don't care that you're having fun. I don't want to see your picture.
Yeah. What is that? What is that?
What I did,
Yeah.
Daddy, I don't care. Go get me a beer from the fridge. Yeah.
I think for me. Oh, thank you so much, Kate.
Thank you so much,
You
Kate.
are a legend.
You are lucky.
She is.
We are lucky.
She is the
Thank
best.
you.
Could you tell her not to put the glasses down so heavy, please?
Yeah.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that.
You know what? I'm just grateful that I got the beer in a glass and not on me.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah.
there's still time, mate.
So It's a bit of a funny question. Instantly changed my mood to better. Well, I've suffered with depression before, and it's one of those things of, hey, if it was that easy, I would snap myself out of it, wouldn't I? I'm going to maybe slightly rephrase the question. How do I keep my mood in a safe environment? And that's through quite a few things. That's through, annoyingly for me, is going to be, well, sorry, no, not annoyingly for me, annoyingly for you. Gym is a really important one for me. That keeps my sort of head in a balanced place.
That's not annoying, mate. It's
Like all of the endorphins
loads of people say
from
that.
working out seem to help. I've got an amazing friendship group.
You going to the gym is not annoying. Constantly telling me what your Fitbit has said about it, that's irritating.
Yeah.
That is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a little bit addicted to the old Fitbit. Yeah. I am.
You know, being addicted to the gym, even that's fine, but
That's right.
why you got to tell me about it?
You know what? Do you need a safe word for that, which just makes me just shut up?
I'm going to get one of those. I am.
Do you want to think one and just let us know? We'll try and come up with it.
We'll
by
try and come
the
up.
end
What's happened?
of this. It's probably just that lead.
Yeah,
don't
it's
worry.
that rubbish
It's that
lead.
dodgy socket, man. That sounds rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's your cheap mate gave us a cheap. I'm joking. He's lovely. He's a nice man.
Gym, friends. I love food. I love really tasty, fatty food. Yeah.
Okay. He did only say one thing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool. Right. The next
And
section.
you.
The next section is quite a few questions. What's 54 minus 38? 20? 22?
Don't ask me, I'm dyslexic.
Why am I having such a struggle with that? It's 24. Is it? No.
You're asking me for goodness sake, man.
Right. They're yes or no questions.
Okay, easy,
So I'm
cool.
going to go and do them all.
You are? Or are you
I'm-
going to ask me them?
And you've got to say yes or no.
Okay, fine.
Have you ever kept a journal?
Briefly, maybe like 4 or 5 days.
Do you have a best friend?
I have several.
Do you pay any attention to the news?
No.
Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket?
No, but being pulled over.
Do you live alone?
No.
Do you have any kids?
No.
Do you like your job?
Most of the time.
Did you ever go to university?
No.
Have you ever been on TV?
Yes.
Tell me.
Back in the days when I was a ballet dancer, I was on TV as a kid because I was
Was that
doing...
Jim will fix it?
Oh, God. Yeah, let's not do that one.
He didn't, did he?
No. Oh, God, no. Jerry Halliwell from the Spice Girls.
Oh, Ginger Spice.
Yeah.
Mrs. Horner.
Mrs. Horner.
Mrs. Horner.
This might be why I don't like Red
Oi,
Bull.
oi.
As a team.
We're not doing
As a
don't
team.
likes.
No. It's why. Okay. I auditioned for. She was doing something in regards to. I think it was a music video or something like that, and I auditioned for the music video, and it was on a documentary and all this. And they interviewed me before I did it, so I was on this documentary series somewhere. I have no idea what it was called. I saw it once on TV when I was a kid. Haven't seen it since. Dull as hell. Yeah.
So in yes and no, yes.
Yes.
No, to be fair, I did ask you. Where did we get to? Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Do you like... Skip that one because I don't know what that is. Cilantro?
Oh, it's worth a Google later on, but
Right.
not right now.
Don't know. Do you ever talk to yourself in your head?
Constantly.
Do you sing in the shower?
Depends if people are home or not. Because you've really put it in my head that I cannot sing, so
I'm sorry about that.
you're welcome.
I didn't put it in your head. I just made you aware.
Yeah, thanks for that.
But when you're talking about singing in the shower, I mean, you sometimes fix showers as part of your job. So, do you sing in other people's showers when you're,
I suppose
when
I
you're
do, yeah.
installing them?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Yes.
Because on Fridays we play Wham, and that means I'm singing. So that's fine.
Wham Friday. Have you ever had deja vu?
Yeah, of course.
Do you believe in aliens?
Of course I do, yeah. Yeah, we're not the only thing in this whole thing.
It's called a universe.
No, that thing, yeah.
Do you like chocolate?
Addicted to the stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you own Bitcoin?
No.
Okay, you've got to ask me them now.
Okay, so I've got to... Sorry, I should have been...
The preparation is just...
So have you ever kept
do you
a
know
journal?
the 6 Ps?
I do. You keep on trying to enforce this on me, and I just ignore it constantly. What is it again?
Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Have you ever kept a journal?
Briefly.
Do you have a best friend?
Yes.
Who?
Duff.
Oh, I love Duffy.
I mean, you're very special to me.
yeah. I love Duffy. Shout out to Duffy, man.
But shout out to Duffy.
Do you pay attention to the news? I know the answer to this.
Way too much.
Yeah.
In fact, today it made me angry.
Oh, what was it?
Cruella de Vil. That's not her name, is it? Suella Braverman.
Okay, enough said. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move on.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
How many? Speeding ticket, not traffic offence, just speeding ticket.
4 or 5.
Good effort, man. Jeez.
Most of those have been the old cameras.
Loser. I know the answer to this one. Do you live alone?
I do. Well, do we count the dog?
Okay, you live with a dog.
Yeah.
Not another
No.
person. That's fine. Do you have kids?
No.
Now, this is interesting. Answer.
Well, no, I don't. I do not have kids. I have no biological children.
No.
But I am very, 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 very fond of what I refer to as my non-biological children,
Yeah.
who I won't name here.
No. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Did you ever go to college or university?
I did, yes. I went both, actually. It says college because it's American.
America.
I went to several colleges, as did you, of course. But then I went to university when I was 30.
Yeah, you were late, right?
34, 35,
Yeah.
something like that. So you know that last week.
So what drove you then
Last
to
week.
go to uni at that point? Was it... So it was a job that you had at the
Yeah,
time, wasn't it?
I was working in a quantity surveying practice.
Yeah.
And we had some new business come in, and I'd started doing some other bits of work which wasn't really in their main thing. And then one thing led to another, and they agreed to pay for my uni fees. So off I went.
Nice. Okay. I think if the answer to this is yes, it's probably because it's Crime Watch. Have you ever been on TV?
That is not kind. Yes, I have.
What was it?
I was in the audience of Question Time.
Oh, did you actually ask a question?
I didn't.
Oh.
I was shy.
You know what? Yeah, that is a thing. That is a thing with you. You'll probably learn this more about him.
But this was a long time ago when David Dimbleby, is it David? I always get it mixed up, but it was Dimbleby that did it. And before they do the recording, you all meet in a room, and he comes in and chats to you. And oh my God, what a lovely, lovely man he is.
Really?
Oh, he's a lovely guy.
Boom. That's that stupid question was, do you like cilantro?
Maybe, I've no idea.
No idea. I'm going to have to look at that later on. I know the answer to this. Do you ever talk to yourself in your head? Yes.
Not only do I talk to myself, I talk to the other voices in my head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sing in the shower.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
And the bath,
Deja vu.
and the car, and a band. Deja vu, of course, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. The alien question. Do you believe in them?
Aliens?
Yeah.
What happened to the ghosts?
Oh, where's that one gone?
That was before the cilantro.
Oh, ghosts then.
Oh, you're so rubbish. No, I don't believe in aliens. Nor.
You don't believe in aliens? Like
Sorry. No, I do believe in aliens because it's just mathematically impossible that there's only us. All of my intellect tells me that I don't believe in ghosts, but I think I've seen a ghost. so I kind of have to say yes, I've seen a ghost.
Okay, fair play.
I was sitting in a room, there was two of us, we both saw it. That can't be a mistake.
Okay, fair play. Were you on mushrooms at that point?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, we were smoking weed, but
Okay.
we both saw this woman came through a wall, mate.
So not sober. Okay, that's good. Okay. Do you like chocolate?
Are you questioning me?
I think that's the whole
you
point
literally
of
are
this.
this.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Go on.
I've literally got the list in my hand, my friend. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on. What was
Chocolate? Do you like it? You're not a massive fan.
I'm
of
not a massive fan. I
chocolate,
mean,
are
I
you?
will do chocolate. I do
Yeah.
eat chocolate, but it's not my first go-to.
And do you own Bitcoin? And I say this with a smirk.
I don't own Bitcoin.
Bitcoin owns you.
I do own the burnt out husk of Dogecoin, which I bought on
That
a whim.
served you really well, right?
It did. It only cost me 50 quid though.
I suppose if you've got the money to lose, then that's fine. But if you don't, that was a bad investment.
Only invest what you can afford to lose.
Absolutely.
The value of your investments may go up and down.
So,
Questions. Questions to ask your friends about yourself.
yeah, right, yeah.
Now, should we just go down the? Should we just go down the list?
It's 82 to 94, so
Yeah.
that's 12 questions, man. I just did maths like that.
That's
Really quick for me,
That's
that was.
really good, mate.
That was on there.
Well done.
Dyslexic, not am I.
Dyslexic is letters.
Sorry?
Dyslexic is letters.
No, it's numbers and letters, mate.
No, it's
Mate, with someone who's got it,
mate,
yeah, it's numbers and letters.
there's a different lexic for numbers.
Oh, you
you might have it.
Dyspraxia.
Dyspraxia.
Yeah. Whatever. Right, we're not going to discuss that right now.
All right. Spell it.
Yeah, because we're good at that bit.
So let's just go down it. Right, I'll fire out. So the first question is, how would you describe me in 3 words?
Oh, see,
Well, can I just first off, right? I don't like that.
I see. I like this as a question, but it brings
Sadist.
out two parts of me.
But is it going to be weird if I do that to you and then you do it immediately back to me? Because I don't know. Isn't the other person just going to be thinking about what their answer is?
Well, no. I mean, like, I think the interesting bit about that question is that I have you, friend Phil, that I
Friend Phil.
do the serious stuff with. So I don't funny, like I've had emotional breakdowns on you.
Oh, but it can be fun.
Wait a minute, I'm getting to the point, mate.
All right.
So I've had emotional breakdowns on you. You were the one to convince me to go to therapy in the first place. I've seen you just be like the kindest, warmest person ever. But also, at the same time,
Steady on, old bro.
I really want to just mock you constantly, Yeah, so there's the other bit of me that just wants to just mock the hell out of you, and because obviously, like, we have like, I want to say shitload of fun, so I'm going to say shitload of fun. I could say crap load of fun, but whatever.
I think we've decided that some profanity
Is allowed, right?
not the really bad stuff. None of the casual.
Oh, the casual C word. No. Yeah, we're not. We're trying to avoid that. Yeah, that's fine.
Gross.
So to describe you in 3 words.
Stop shouting.
I'm going to say small in height.
That's not accurate.
It's
I'm smaller than you, but I'm not small.
no. Okay.
You make it sound like I'm a freaking midget.
No, you're not. So how tall are you? 5'8".
5'7" and 3/4.
I love it. So I'm 5'11" and 3/4, as you pointed out to me.
I once had a job where I needed to get a medical for a commercial driving license, and
What were you driving? It was commercial.
do you know what? I can't even remember. I just remember where I was. It was in a place that I'm not going to mention. And
so close.
I was close, very close. And this doctor who clearly just did that job to earn money. He had no heart in it
It's
whatsoever.
like a private thing. Yeah.
And I bribed him 20 quid to make me 5'8".
Legend.
Yeah. So technically,
You're 5'8".
I'm 5'8",
Okay. I've completely lost my train of thought.
which in the early
Oh, I'm not
1900s was
stupid.
really, really tall.
So, okay. So, yeah, ha ha ha. First point is you're not as tall as me. But all jokes aside, you're extremely kind and understanding and lovely. Third point is I've had so many great nights out with you. We've been to see Ricky Gervais. Well, we went and saw Les Mis a few weeks ago, didn't we?
Can't wait till they hear that story.
What bit of the story about that? Oh, yes. Yeah, okay.
Why I got the ticket.
Yeah, well, we'll divulge into that at some point, I'm sure.
I mean, all of those are very lovely things to say about me, and I thank you very much. However, the question wasn't, how would you describe me in 3 items? It was 3 words.
Okay. Lacking in height. No, sorry, that's...
You can say short, mate.
That
Just say short.
is 3 words.
Just say
lacking
short.
in height.
Just say
okay,
short.
that is 3.
Oh, is that it?
No, I'm joking.
That's it.
Okay.
Describe you in 3 words.
okay.
Lacking in height.
Okay, I've got it. Short. I'm going to say understanding, because that's what you have been mainly.
I'm going to take that, obviously.
Fun.
Yeah, man. I'll have that.
You have that?
I'll have that.
Okay.
I'll have that.
I mean, it's off the cuff. I haven't had time to think about this, but yeah, that's that.
For me. Anyway, okay. So, what are we doing? Are we going to bounce that backwards and
You
forwards?
can if you want to, man.
Well-
I mean, but make it brief. Or, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So brevity is my thing now, is it? Whilst you just chat shit for ages.
No, go on.
3 words to describe you.
I'm actually intrigued.
Are you?
Yeah, I am a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, what? Actually, I am actually intrigued about this because, like, you know, they say that like people have like 1,000 different versions of themselves. I've never actually asked you what version I give you, really. But okay, so I'm going to shut up and listen. That's a new one.
Narcissist, vain C word.
I know where that one comes from.
No, that's evil, depressed.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out? No, not
So-
really.
3 words. These might not be the exact words, but they're kind of close. So driven is the first one that came into my mind.
I'm looking shocked, by the way, that you said that.
We had this conversation recently, mate. You know, you do achieve a lot in your life. You are a getter. You get up and,
Yeah, I get that.
and you do that stuff, and you've achieved a lot in your life. And so, yeah, probably not the perfect word to describe all of those things, but I don't want to waffle on like you did. So, so we're going to go with driven. Do you know what? My natural instinct, particularly like in this recording and that, is to not be too nice. I don't want it all to be too fluffy and like...
We are allowed to be nice to each other.
we are allowed to
We
be
are
nice,
allowed to be
but I just don't think
Because
it's...
I don't be funny, we quite often,
I don't think it's...
off recording, are nice to each other.
We are nice to each other, yeah, but I just don't think it's mandatory, you know? Like, people might
Stop
think...
touching your flipping mic stand.
People
That's
might
enough
think-
of the fidget.
People might think we're putting it on.
Says me, I just had to pop it, yeah. Go, stop touching your flipping mic.
So where was I?
Driven, thank you.
You are... You are a very kind person.
Yeah. Does me go, yeah.
Kind. I'd probably use generous. I'd probably pick generous over kind. You're always trying to do shit for people, and sometimes in the service of your own ego.
Yeah, it's funny you say that actually in a way. Like I know it's like sort of meant as a bit of a pun there. It doesn't serve me that well. It doesn't actually serve me that well. I give a lot of time to people constantly, but I don't mind that about myself. It's just sometimes I can get taken for a bit of a mug. But you know what? I do it not to please those people. I do it to please the other
You're not
people.
averse to talking about yourself, though.
No.
I would say if there was like some sort of clock, lap time, you definitely talk about yourself more than I do.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Would not disagree with you at all on that.
Reasons, and we'll get into those later on in future episodes. I hope there's someone somewhere that goes like, I really want to know now why doesn't Phil talk about himself?
Yeah, I mean that's the. Well, we'll move on to that. But that is what's so interesting about you and me is actually that's the personality type where
Very different.
we are so different there.
So I need a third word. What have we got? Driven,
Generous.
generous. I mean, I've got to pick a kind word. I've got to pick a nice word.
Tall.
You can have tall if you want.
I don't need it. It's fine.
Let's have 3. Tall, astute, and lean. Neither are true. Oh no, you are quite astute. Astute means hairy.
I am.
You are hairy.
Not hairy. I don't have a hairy back or anything like that.
Okay.
Hairy belly, hairy chest, hairy arms, hairy legs.
I can't think of a third word.
Lack of hair on head.
I can't think of a third word, so can we just say that?
Yeah, I'll take it. Man. I'm happy.
Driven,
with
generous, hairy.
I'll take it. I'll
Cool.
take it. Thanks, man.
You're welcome, man.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Good man. Right, you'll go.
So the next one is what was the first thing you thought of me when we met? So actually, we should explain actually how we did meet here.
We should, and
So this
yeah.
is interesting. Actually.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not interesting. It's just how we met.
I was very wrong.
Really?
I was very, very wrong.
So should I quickly tell the story about how we met?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So I'm a gas engineer by trade, and I have a client, and he asked me to go and do what they call a gas landlord safety certificate at Phil's house. So every landlord in the UK has to have this done each year. So this guy calls me, and I go round, and Phil is living at this address. Go into the house, as I normally do, because I'm an extrovert. I start talking to the client, which is Phil in this case, and I ask what he does and all these other bits and pieces. Now I'm about to move house.
You didn't ask me what I did. You saw what I was doing on my PC screens.
Okay, so that. And then I was like, oh, okay, so you do building drawing and blah, 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 blah. So I've done the service, blah, 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 blah. And then I've then asked Phil if he will come and do drawings for the house that I'm about to buy, because my plan was to extend it and to do it up, etc. And you agree, right? You know, and boom, he's thinking, well, this is easy cash for me. This guy's in my house and just asked me to do a job. And that's how we met.
Zero sales spend.
Exactly it. Didn't even have to do a thing. Didn't even have to get off your ass. Well, you did. You had to open the front door, but besides that,
I've just remembered something else about that.
go on.
I came round and surveyed the house to do all the measure.
Oh, I remember.
And
this.
I needed a spare bed I needed a bed for the spare bedroom because someone was coming over.
Yeah, you were about to have a friend to move in, didn't you?
And there was a bed there, and I was like, "What's that?" And you were like, "It's just a bed. It's going to go in the skip." I was like, "Oh, can I have it, please?"
I brought it around in the van for you, didn't I?
And I was like, "Can you drop it off?"
Why not, man?
Why not, man?
So we go back to the previous thing. Generous.
Generous, and driven or driving.
I'm driving at that point. Yeah.
Yeah. So my answer to that, what was the first thing you thought of me when we met?
I want to know this.
So back in those, how long ago are we talking about? 4 years? Maybe?
No more. It will be pretty. What month are we in? We're in March.
I didn't need that level of accuracy.
So we met almost, we were approaching 6 years ago.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Wow. So you came in my house.
No, I didn't do that.
You did come in my house. It's not Mickey Flanagan. We're not American.
I entered your house, yes.
You came. When did you ever say someone entered my house? Mark is referring to a Mickey Flanagan joke
I am.
where an American person misunderstands my accent. Anyway, you didn't come in my house, right? Anyway, you came into my house. Oh, yeah. We should say we live in Surrey, and I don't live in a heis.
Do you not?
I don't live in a heis. I don't spend pains.
Do you
I live
not?
in an house,
Yeah.
and I spend pounds. Anyway, Mark came into my house with
Stop staying there. Okay.
with those silly, what do you call it, emo skater boy trainery things. What are they called?
I have high tops. There's nothing wrong
Them.
with my high top.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong. It's
DCs.
just your thing. It's your thing.
Okay, fine.
And silly baggy trousers
I don't have them on. I haven't had them on since I was about 18.
and silly baggy
Get on with the point.
hoodie and long hair. And at the time, I was something of a.
Stoner. You were. You were a pothead.
I was going to give it some more fancy words, but I can't think of them.
No.
But yeah, I was a massive stoner, and I looked at you and I went, "He's a fucking stoner. He's a right stoner. He is."
I was back in the day.
Yeah, mate.
No,
Virtually childhood. You told me.
Yeah, I mean, I think I started smoking pot at 14, but I did stop smoking pot at age 20.
Yeah, there you go. So that's
But I met you when I was 30.
yeah. So long time ago.
Yeah.
And I was looking at you and I was like, "Oh, do you know what? That could be another contact somewhere where I can pick up a bit of weed." And then you were like, "No, man, no, don't smoke. Gave it up a long time." And I was dumbfounded. I was dumbfounded.
Because I just had that
I was
look.
like, "He's cosplaying a stoner."
I'm cosplaying.
he looks all over a stoner.
It was the long hair.
It was probably the long hair.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember your hair?
Yes, thank you very much for reminding me that I'm losing it at a rapid rate.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. That's why we have modern medicine.
I sort of like that. So my first impressions of you actually were, you know when you just get good vibes off someone?
Mm.
I instantly had good vibes from you.
I'm kind of cool, you
That
know.
was it. Like, I walked into your house, you did the normal thing, which is very British. You offered me a cup of tea, blah, 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 blah.
You want tea, mate?
But you know what? You were softly spoken, just kind. You had the dog there. Your office was sort of cool. Sat down with you after I finished the service and had a ciggy with you. Back in the days when we smoked.
When we smoke fags.
And it was just nice. It was just a nice environment to be in. And you know what? That's what I took away from it. Next question. I'm actually quite intrigued to have this one. What's my most annoying trait?
How are you intrigued? Surely you know that.
Well, I know my most annoying trait for me.
Oh, for me is you never stop talking about yourself.
I don't like this bit, man. Like, you keep on saying this.
Well,
I just go,
ask
do I talk
don't
about
ask the
myself
question,
that much?
Oh man, yeah, you do.
Okay, so what's annoying about that for you?
Oh.
Like, how do you think that I perceive myself?
No, nothing about perception. I mean, it's you know, as you alluded to earlier, we're quite different characters in terms of our, you know, thought patterns and character, and it's alien to me.
What part of it is that?
I just don't do it. You know.
So it's a confidence thing that you just don't get.
No, not a confidence thing. It's just, you know, wait to be asked, mate. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I sort of get that. So that's my most annoying trait for you. See, my most annoying trait for you is
and you interrupt me.
Yeah, Dream.
Do
Yeah.
you see? I just interrupted you for comedy
I
effect.
get
there.
that. Yeah, I got it. My message on trait for you is you don't speak up enough. And that's exactly it. So
Yeah.
that question is pretty much covered. So
Well-
I actually thought that would be bigger, but no, it's not.
Moving on.
Yeah, okay. Oh, God.
What have we got?
Where do you see me in 5 years?
Well, being that we own a company together, I hope exactly the
The
same
same
place as
place.
me, mate.
Yeah.
Unless one of us has robbed each other and
Yeah, yeah.
run off into the sun.
Yeah, which ain't going to happen.
No,
because
it's not
I
gonna
now know what forms to sign and where.
You know which box to tick.
Yes, and I also know when to ask my solicitor for help.
Yes, indeed. Moving on.
Right, okay.
Love it.
Oh, this is a fun
he's
one.
excited. What's this?
This is fun.
What have we got coming?
It's question 90 on the list.
90.
What is the most fun memory we've had during our friendship?
Oh, that's quite cool.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I
and we,
quite like
you
that.
know what? But what the hell is it?
I don't know. Let's pick one each.
So-
I'm going to pick an easy one.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Queen.
The Queen gig at the O2. Oh, okay.
Awesome.
That is
Awesome.
fucking amazing. And I'm going to put that word in there because that was incredible. that night.
Back-to-back bangers.
Just every tune was a banger. You know what? We've been to some great stuff together. We've gone and seen Ricky Gervais, obviously Queen, been to Les Mis, all of these other bits and pieces as well.
On the freeway in Barcelona in a Fiat 500.
Right, so this is the bit I was going to get to. A few years ago, Phil was really drunk and I was not. And he messaged me at about 11 o'clock at night saying, hey, there's Barcelona F1 testing and the tickets are like €30.
Let me just fill in a bit. It
Go on.
was COVID times, and
It was pre-COVID. It was
literally-
just before COVID, yeah.
But there was a massive expo in Barcelona, and all of the hotels were booked.
Yep.
And then suddenly, all of those expos cancelled because
Yeah,
of the
just
COVID
empty,
thing.
yeah.
So suddenly, hotels and flights and everything had just gone bargain basement.
They were nothing. So the I think the price for the ticket of the track for the day, just to go watch the testing, was like €28 or so. And then there's Phil was going, oh my god, it's so cheap, but obviously drunk. And I just went, well, look, I'll have a look into it. And obviously I'm sober, so I went and had a look, and I worked out that Phil and I could fly to Barcelona for the day the following Friday. So this is the Friday before that he's told me. So we could fly out the following Friday, rent a car, get to the track, spend the day at the track, then fly back the same day for just shy of 150 quid each. So when you think about that, if you live around where we live and you want to go spend the day up in London or go see a show or just go out for dinner, you will spend more than
Who
that.
spent that?
So that's what we ended up doing, and it was
Do you remember what the cost of the hire car was?
€30.
I think it was less.
I think it was slightly. That was with the insurance. I think the actual hire of the car was €6.
€6. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
€6.
Then with the insurance, it was 36.
It wasn't worth more than 4.
That car, if any listener has ever driven a Fiat 500 basic model, I'm so sorry that you've had.
What was it, like
to
an
go through that.
800cc engine or something?
I don't care what it was.
It
It
was
was the
awful.
worst drive of my life.
It was absolutely awful.
Yeah,
And, you know,
I've run out of beer.
there's got to be some beer here somewhere.
You expect
is a
so in
pub.
a bar, yeah.
I mean, you know, pubcast kind of insinuates some core elements.
Like
Beer.
beer.
Beer. It's a pub, and beer's one of them.
It's just a thing, right? It's
Anyway.
just a thing here. Yeah.
We're going back to our silly questions that we've done before, mate.
Yeah, go on.
I mean, some of these are a bit nonsense, so maybe we're not going to learn too much here. I haven't reviewed any of these, so I'm just going to fire them out as
You're
I
gonna
read
spout
them.
them?
I'm not filtering. I'm not filtering.
No edit right here.
No edit. 0 edits.
0 edit.
But we can just go, jog on, mate. Let's move on to the next one. Have you put an order in?
I haven't yet. I'm trying to get either Tom's or Zoe's attention.
We probably need to make the international sign of distress. That's the one.
Yeah,
That's the one.
Yeah, okay.
If anyone doesn't know the international sign of distress, you need to review
Watch Team America. Fuck yeah.
Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah. Sorry.
Absolute classic.
Absolute classic
An
of the
absolute
genre.
classic.
So, question, I don't even know what number it is now.
Whatever.
Have
This is now going into drunk cast.
we don't know nothing. Have you ever waved at someone thinking you know
Definitely.
them only to
Definitely.
realise? Of course.
Definitely.
Who
Definitely
hasn't?
done this.
Who hasn't?
What a stupid question.
It's stupid, isn't it? Because you're a bit of a miserable prick if you haven't.
Yeah.
I wave at everyone.
I know constantly.
Hey, don't know you.
Yeah.
The sun is shining off the windscreen. I don't know if it's you, but I know someone that vaguely drives a car similar to that.
Like yours, yeah.
Moving on.
This is why we should all have a nice plate. Because then you know.
Then you know.
Then you know. That is a joy of having one since.
I'm not allowed to have the plate that I
20,
want because my
21.
car's too old. Moving on. Oh, shut up. Do you eat or drink soup?
Move on.
What is a song you pretend you don't like because it's embarrassing to enjoy it?
Ooh, okay. Just trying to think of something that is embarrassing song-wise.
No.
I used to pretend that I didn't like Wham, and then I just embraced it.
Well, I kind of think
Baby,
the whole
I'm
embarrassing
your man.
thing.
That is a banger of a tune.
DOS, please.
And it is a banger of a
Sorry,
tune.
when I say DOS, please, that's because I've got one of the one of...
Just call her Zoe.
'cause
Zoe came and asked
But it
if
might
she
not be
wanted-
Zoe, it was Kelly the other day. I've got someone's attention and
Yeah.
we want 2 more beers, please.
Yeah, we
DOS. DOS.
do. Por favor.
I mean, that question's a bit nonsense because why are you embarrassed about liking something? You're allowed to like stuff.
You're allowed to be you.
Oh,
You just are.
stop trying to conform.
I love when you're at this point.
What? 4 pints. Have you ever tried to look cool in front of someone and failed? Of course. Who hasn't?
That is my life. But you know what? I embrace it, and I have no shame.
I love the way some of these questions are prompting memories in me. So I used to live in a town where there was a drama school.
Oh, I think I know the one.
Do you?
I do. Thank you for the echo on the mic there, Zoe.
Thank
that
you.
was perfect. No,
Thank you
I'm
very-
joking. It doesn't matter.
Thank you very much. And obviously there's lots of very, very attractive people.
You mean the old sort of dancer, dramatic types?
Dancers, actors, singers.
You just did exactly the
Oh,
same
stop
thing.
judging. Anyway, so I was walking to or from work, can't remember, and I was crossing a level crossing.
Uh-huh.
Level crossing? No.
A level crossing.
It's not even a level crossing, is
mean
it?
a level crossing?
What's a pedestrian crossing? You know?
Oh, you mean on the road?
Yeah, with the green man. and
Yeah,
all
a
that sort of
level
stuff.
crossing
Yeah,
is a
one of them.
train crossing.
Yeah, I wasn't in a car. I was on foot. Anyway, so there's an attractive lady on the other side of the road, and I was aware that she was looking at me. So I,
Were you staring?
summoned up all of every ounce of the tiny amount of coolness that I have, and I know, and kind of tried to look cool or whatever.
Were you wearing sunglasses at this point?
I don't think there was, no.
That would have been. A
And then
saving grace.
the traffic stopped and the green man came on to do the crossing thing,
Yeah.
and she started to walk in my direction. I walked in my direction, in her direction, to go to the other side
I
of the road.
thought you said you were driving.
No, I wasn't driving. I was on foot.
Oh, okay, sorry.
fucking ruin my stories all the time. Anyway, so I thought she was looking at me like going, oh, he's kind of cute. And I was looking at her, obviously going, because she's kind of cute, because she was kind of cute.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't think that I'm kind of cute. Anyway, so we're walking across the road, and as we come to pass each other, she sort of leans over a little bit and she goes, your flies are undone.
Oh, no, that's such a burn.
But it was kind. She was
It
being
was kind, but... Oh, that's still awful.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. What's the strangest thing you've seen someone do in public?
Me? You know what? I really... Can you just read the question back again?
I can.
I just want to make sure I've heard it right.
What's the strangest thing
Okay. So
you've seen someone do
I
in
really
public?
hate this word strange and weird. I really hate these words. I really hate these words. What is strange? What is weird? Like,
Oh, I think you're getting a bit inebriated now, mate.
no.
You're doing that thing that you
No,
do.
I'm not being there
You
yet.
are doing that.
I'm not being there yet.
You are.
No, I'm trying to do like the kindest thing. Like, I remember being about 22 years old, and for some reason, one night in a club, in Brighton, I thought I had the dance moves down. I'd obviously had too much to drink, and I remember this one particular girl looked at me, saw me bust a move, and absolutely pissed herself laughing at me. And damn right she should have done, because I was that way. But god damn, like, if you want to suddenly regress into any sort of bad time, just go and pretend that you can dance in front of a 18-year-old girl.
Yeah.
You'll instantly feel shit.
Yeah, don't do that. I would say my answer for what's the strangest thing you've ever seen someone do in public. I mean, I'm guessing that they didn't intend to do it in public, but it's hands down one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
Go on.
I was probably 18, 19, something like that. And we'd been out raving, as we used to say back in the day. And
Back in the day to be.
I was quite inebriated. We may have partook in some substances.
Not to your awareness, though, surely.
Very much to
Move
my
on.
consent, if I'm honest. We were buzzing off our tits. And it was about 4:30, something like that, 4:30 in the morning.
Because all best things happen at that time.
Still dark. It's you know, there's no dawn. It's dark, and me and my mate are making our way from one mate's house back towards where we live, and it's
Right.
probably, I don't know, 2-mile walk, something like that.
So not too far.
Not too far.
Okay.
And
So like
so we're
20 minutes, half an hour
yeah,
walk.
but this was our manor, so you know we knew all of the shortcuts and the
Okay, yeah.
go down that road, go down that road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're walking down this road, and there was an elderly gentleman,
Okay.
like very elderly. I mean, he's
Now I'm nervous.
probably in his 70s or something. And I'm sure he was probably a really nice man. But what you don't expect to see at 4:30 in the morning is someone painting their grass.
What?
Painting the grass. He had a lawn out the front of his
They have a
house.
fucking roller in his
And
hand.
he was there with a tin of paint and a brush.
A brush.
A brush. And bending over. And me and
I
my
think
mate...
he'd been to the fucking club that night and all.
You see, that's the thing. We were there and we were off our tits. And we're like... I was a bit like, mate, are you...
Are you tripping
Are
at this
you
point?
seeing that? Am I?
Yeah.
Am I? Is my brain doing things? And he's like, no, man, no. And because we were so like kind of done, we both.
Yeah, completely baked at this
We
point.
just
yeah.
stood there. We must have stood there for 5 minutes, just going, "This is actually happening.
Who is this guy?
This is for real, mate." And it's like, is that what we've got to come? You know?
You know what? Like going back to what like the question is it's situations that I've ended up in is what more shocks me. It's not necessarily what people have done. It's like the positions that I've put myself into. Like I've left pubs and clubs. Well, more pubs because I'm not really a clubber. But I've like left pubs at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then because it's been like last orders at that point, I've ended up at back like a random's house at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Got back there with like a friend of mine and gone, this is not a safe environment to be in. We will stay here for a few seconds, have a drink, and fuck off as quick as we can. Because this is how murders happen.
But you're very unsure about what
You don't know what it is.
what's seconds,
But you've got
what's
to get
minutes,
out.
what's hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too
Yeah.
good.
So remember, kids, stay safe and
Yeah.
try and make smart choices,
Yeah.
not like us.
Be sensible, guys.
Yeah.
The world's a different place now.
And speak and oh god, stutter. And speak out.
Oh, speak out.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't keep shit to yourself.
Yeah.
No.
Love.
Sorry about that.
Oh, love.
Love.
I'm reading these questions, mate, and they're,
Go on.
I don't know. Some of them have been submitted by idiots.
Next.
If you could live anywhere in the world but had to stay naked all the time, where would you choose?
What a shit question. Next.
Rubbish. Somewhere really warm, of course.
Well,
'Cause I
goes
don't
sort
want
of
to die.
Without saying, yeah.
What's your favourite corny joke?
Corny joke.
You do a lot of corny jokes.
You know what? They come like as like a natural thing to me, because I'd like to think I'm funny. So a corny joke. See, now that you asked, like nothing comes.
Can't do it.
Nothing comes to mind.
Can't
so,
do it.
Next, unless you've got one.
Not that I can think of. Most of the jokes I
I
remember
think
are really dark.
okay. So the corny joke that first springs to mind is, why do giraffes have long necks?
Okay, then moving on.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the weirdest fact you know?
The weirdest fact I know. No, got nothing for you.
We should probably prepare for these.
I think the whole idea of this is that we don't prepare for these, and we sort of go with it.
Do you think maybe we've fallen into a section of
Drunk.
shit questions?
I think we've probably fallen into a bit of that. We've drunk a lot of beer.
Oh, we definitely have. The next one is, which sport would be funniest if it had mandatory alcohol?
Oh, you know what? I think that's quite easy for us to. So we play tennis together, right?
Oh, drunk tennis would be quite fun.
Drunk tennis would be great, but to put a proper change in it is that we soak the tennis ball in paraffin for like a few hours so it fills up, because actually a tennis ball is porous, so it will actually
Hollow.
soak in. Yeah, so it will soak in whatever's around it. So if you soak that in a paraffin,
That's
for
just a
instance-
bomb.
No, it won't explode. But you could play tennis fireball with each other. That would be that would be great fun.
You're such an adolescent.
I know.
You are such a dick.
Sounds fun though.
No, wrong. Wrong. What's the silliest way you've accidentally injured yourself?
Accidentally injured myself. Oh, okay, yeah, I actually do know this one. Download Festival 2006? Or was it Reading 2006? It's one of those two. I was there with big groups of people that I knew, and it was my own dumb idea So I don't know if you've ever noticed, I have a very small scar on my eyelid of my right eye. Very small one here.
I can't see it through all the hair.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, because that's the thing. And as you do when you're a teenager and a bit of a twat, I chucked a gas canister onto an open fire.
That's a really dumb thing to do.
Yeah, really dumb fucking shit thing to do. And this gas canister exploded. It was either a gas canister or a can of baked beans. I can't actually remember which one. And this thing exploded, and a shard of metal diced across my right eye.
I'm going to guess it was gas, mate. I don't think baked beans explode.
Baked beans explode, man. Put that on the gas fire. Oh, sorry, not on the gas fire. On the bonfire, mate.
Well, man, it's pissing down with rain outside.
It's because it's compressed. It will explode. Physics. It's just a thing.
Oh yeah, okay, I get that.
So this thing exploded, and then so that's the most stupidest fucking thing that I've done. Yeah.
We may have imbibed some alcohol.
The most stupidest way that you've hurt yourself.
I mean, there's a long list for me, but
chopping my finger off. To chop a potato.
Not off.
Severed some of it. Yeah.
I have the most off finger.
You do.
I do.
You're probably off.
You reminded me when you were saying about a festival. I was at a festival. I think it was Roskilde, and I was in the toilet-y bit.
In the portaloo?
No, it was like a
urinal for guys bit?
No, I'm not. I can't even describe it right now. Maybe it was a larger area.
This is great. We are really drunk right now.
Yeah. Anyway, so there was this like wooden frame, timber frame, that had loads of toilet paper on it. Like a, you know how you.
How old are you? Are we going back like to castle times right now? That you're talking about like a timber frame structure, and it's just like an open,
like a low stud wall. You know?
Okay. Oh, like the Wild West sort of thing, with like the saloon doors.
Yeah, kind of like if you imagine the sort of height that in the Wild West you would have tied your horse up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then halfway down there was. I
mean, my horse is a Jack Russell, so it's really fucking low.
I'm trying to tell a story. For fuck's sake, man. But halfway down was some toilet paper. And I thought, I might need a number 2 here, so before I go into that area, I'm going to grab some of this toilet roll. Mm-hmm. Hadn't seen the massive bit of timber. And I bent down to...
No.
Nutted it. 5 minutes later, I came round.
Shit.
Yeah.
Literal shit.
Yeah. Knocked out. Rolling around in other people's shit and piss.
Oh my god, I'm actually in shock.
Yeah. And the nearest shower was 2 hours away. It was,
Phil. No, sorry, I'm going to put in there, Philip. I was like, really? Shit.
Wasn't a good moment.
That's really bad. Man.
With a massive lump on the front of my face.
God. No, that's awful.
Yeah, no, it wasn't pleasant, mate. It wasn't pleasant.
I mean, I love a poo story, but that is awful.
Yeah, didn't like it. I mean, obviously I was very drunk. But
no. Oh, okay. Yeah. God.
Same weekend I got robbed for my festival band and I couldn't even get access. And yeah. I mean,
So you had a great time.
It was a shit weekend in all manner of the words. Thanks for listening to Pubcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you've got any comments about any of the subjects discussed today, please come find us on our social media channels by searching for pubcast_PM or through the links in the description. We'd also love to hear any of your questions, and we'll try to answer as many as possible. Make sure to subscribe to Pubcast in your favourite podcast app so you get all future episodes when they're released. And if you'd like to support us, you can buy us a pint by clicking the coffee link in the description below. We look forward to reading all of your comments and sharing our inebriated insights and drunken delusions next week. Until then, Love, love.